This is the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion, an afternoon update for this Thursday, the 28th of November, Thanksgiving Day. Happy Thanksgiving once again, everyone. And yes, our attention turns toward the west as a very powerful Pacific storm system continues to churn and move into Arizona, bringing widespread rain, some scattered thunderstorms, mountain snows, and yes, the possibility of some isolated severe weather to deal with this afternoon and this evening. Strong damaging wind, maybe some hail, and even an isolated tornado can't be ruled out. So let's get into it. Looking outside now as we pan to the west, some ominous clouds on our Phoenix sky cam out there. And we sit at 68 degrees at Sky Harbor, dew points at 43, humidity 40%, wind from the south-southeast at 20. And the barometer is falling. Temperatures out there right now, mostly in the 60s, upper 50s out there toward Buckeye, where there's a few showers presently. Satellite picture shows our storm all wound up. There's that very cold air out there over Southern California, the Eastern Pacific. You see those cumulus clouds, the band of high clouds that came through here last night and this morning, bringing a few isolated showers, beginning to move off to the east. The front still is to the west. Here's the watch warning map, pretty much the same deal that we've had. Winter storm warnings for the high country of Arizona, mainly above about the 4,500 foot level. As much as 2 feet of snow or more in a few spots could fall there. And even a dusting of snow all the way down to around 4,000 feet. Here in the Phoenix area, we've got a wind advisory in effect from 8 p.m. this evening through 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. A flash flood watch in effect right around now, 5 p.m. until 5 p.m. tomorrow. And then elsewhere across the Southwest, a number of wind advisories and high wind watches and warnings and winter storm warnings as well. All right, here's the convective outlook, and we have a marginal risk of severe storms, again, mainly to the west of Phoenix over extreme eastern Imperial and Riverside counties and along the Colorado River, Yuma, La Paz, southern Mojave County, western Maricopa, and Pima. But a few of these storms, maybe a discrete supercell or two pops up east of that, and that's where our threat for some strong winds, some hail, and of course, as the squall line comes through with our front later tonight and into the wee hours of Friday, that's where we could see some more severe weather. So let's highlight that in just a second here. The precipitation outlook valid through next Thursday evening from the WPC. Rain amounts in Phoenix still around 1 inch to 1.5 inches. Of course, much heavier totals up north. And you could be seeing most of this in the form of snow for places like Flagstaff and the Grand Canyon, but even Payson, Prescott, plenty of snow to be had there. All right, let's look at modeling here. This is the GFS, the 18Z run, and this is valid at 11 p.m. this evening. Here's the upper look at 18,000 feet. A very high amplitude pattern continues across North America. Look at that trough coming in here. Very strong negative height anomalies in place. And down at the surface, clouds roll in. Widespread rain by this evening as our frontal band approaches. Again, a few discrete cells out ahead of it, scattered showers and storms, then they'll become widespread late tonight. Looking at the high-resolution models for the atmospheric parameters, and again, severe weather on the surface doesn't look that great. This is the surface-based CAPE tonight at 8 o'clock, and not much, a couple hundred joules per kilogram here across Arizona. And this is a situation where it's a low CAPE, but high shear environment. And look at the shear coming off the HRRR. Values upwards of 60 to 80 knots. The winds through the atmospheric column are screaming, as some of the soundings earlier this morning showed winds aloft at the 850 millibar level. That's 5,000 feet off the ground. We're up around 55 to 60 knots, and that is a record for southwest Arizona and southeast California for this time of year. So that shows you what we're dealing with. All right, the base reflectivity product, again, coming off the HRRR at 8 o'clock, shows, again, some discrete showers and cells popping up. And the main frontal band is just over the Colorado River and across southeast California into southern Nevada at that point. But by 2 a.m., here it comes. There's our front. And that's where the strongest winds and the heaviest rain is likely to occur. So our main window of precipitation is between about 6 p.m. this evening and 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. That's when our best chance for the heaviest rain, the strongest winds will be. Of course, anytime before and after that, still going to have some showers and isolated storms around, and of course, snow for the high country. All right, now tomorrow by the afternoon hours, the rain starts to move out. Still some scattered showers and thunderstorms through the afternoon hours. We'll see the sun peeking out too, partly sunny skies. High temperatures tomorrow will be cooler than today. We'll be in the mid, maybe upper 50s. Saturday, Partly sunny skies, maybe an isolated shower very early in the morning, especially over eastern Arizona, but I think in the valley we're going to dry out. High temperatures mid and upper 50s. Saturday night, Sunday morning, it's going to be cold. Lows down in the 30s in many spots, low 40s in the urban core, and then we warm up back into the low and middle 60s for Sunday. Monday, considerable clouds around as another system developing off to the west, but the day stays dry and it'll be warmer as upper heights again go to above average levels. Highs likely getting back into the lower 70s. Same thing for Tuesday, considerable clouds, low 70s. Here's Wednesday, and another system comes our way. This one doesn't look to be nearly as potent nor as cold as the last couple of systems that have affected us. Nevertheless, the model's showing a bit more precipitation off of this feature. So we'll see increasing clouds and a chance of rain coming in here. We've for the moment, painted in a 30% chance of rain, but keeping in mind that that may be bumped up as the models suggest somewhere between a ½ inch and an inch of rain. But this is still a long ways out. We'll deal with the system that we have now before we start talking about this one in greater detail. All right, here's a week from today. This is Thursday, the 5th of December. Got another deep trough off the west coast, a transitory shortwave ridge in here. Still some clouds around. Now let's go out 10 days, way out there, all the way to the end of the forecast period, 240 hours out. This is Sunday, the 8th of December, the greatest day on the calendar. And we've got a negative tilt trough coming in here to the southwest, and this could produce some scattered showers, some rain out here. But again, we've seen a lot of different looks. The idea of a more active weather pattern, though, for the next 10 days seems likely. Checking out the QPF coming off the European ensemble. Rainfall from this event still slated for about an inch or so and around 2 inches over the next 10 to 15 days. So active weather will continue. Checking out those temperatures off the Euro ensemble. I think a couple of these days probably just a little bit too low. I think highs are going to bump up towards 70 or so for early next week, maybe the low 70s. But for the most part, other than that, I think temperatures will be at or below average levels for the end of November and the first week to 10 days of December. And that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for this afternoon. My next video slated for tomorrow morning. If you like our videos, be sure to like, subscribe, share, and click that notification bell so that whenever we post a brand new one, you'll be alerted. Your comments, questions, and suggestions always encouraged. Thank you so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. Be safe out there and have yourselves a happy Thanksgiving.